YouTube channel, and for those that are new, my name is christinanicci. Now today I'm gonna be making my cacao peanut butter cup protein bites with 5 simple ingredients. I am going to be using Superwell's organic cacao powder, so thank you so much for providing this. Now for those that don't know, cacao and cocoa, even though they do come from the same plant, cacao actually does have higher antioxidants and more benefits to it. Now cacao is actually also responsible for anti-aging. It helps build up serotonin levels, which is that neurotransmitter that is actually responsible for that amazing mood boosting energy and just feel good mood that we absolutely love to be in. Let's go ahead and get right on into the recipe. All right, so the first thing that you're going to need is actually some sort of mixer. Now you can do this by hand in a bowl with one of those little blenders, or you can use a KitchenAid like I have right here. You can also use a food processor. So the first thing that's gonna go into here is actually some milk. I used about 1.5 tablespoons of almond milk. You can use any type of milk that you want and that would work perfectly. So we're just gonna go ahead and put that in there. And I have about 1/4 cup of peanut butter. I used creamy, like a natural creamy peanut butter, but you can use crunchy. I definitely would suggest natural if you're trying to keep it healthier and just more pure. So we're gonna go ahead and put that right on in there and have that mixed in. You wanna make sure also that you're scraping the sides when it's all mixed up and done, just because it can stick to the sides a little bit. The next thing I have right here is 1/4 cup of honey. I did use raw honey and I tend to wait until it like crystallizes a little bit. It doesn't matter if it does do that or not. I just feel like it gives it a nice texture. So you're just gonna go ahead and add that in. So now I'm going to add Superwell's cacao powder. You want to make sure that your mixer is turned on at a very low level because you don't want it to like splash up and get messy, which it can do. All right, so the last ingredient that I'm actually using is an unflavored pea protein powder. This is approximately 1/2 cup. I'm just gonna go ahead and place that in there and just make sure, again, I tend to stop it when I put a lot of powder in here just because it prevents it from splashing up in your face and getting all over the place and all over the counter. You're just gonna set it at a low level here. And what you're looking for is you wanna see basically wet crumbles, kind of like as it's sticking together, but it's still kind of crumbly at the same time. Another thing I would do is also make sure that you scrape the sides of the bowl just because it does tend to stick to it. Okay, so now that everything's mixed up and you have those wet crumbles that I was talking about, what you're going to do is you're actually going to grab a small amount. Now I'm making approximately 10 to 15, it just depends on how much I end up making due to the size that I'm rolling. You can make them larger or smaller, and you can also wear gloves if you don't feel like getting your hands a little messy. This can actually stick to your hands a little bit. So what I'm doing is I'm just grabbing the dough and I am just squeezing it to form a little ball, and then after that you're just gonna kind of roll like this and place them into a glass dish. I like to use glass because I feel like if you're using plastic and you want to put these in the freezer, which is something that you want to do, you want to avoid that. You want to avoid extreme temperatures with plastic. It's actually not very good to use plastic for that, for extreme temperatures. So we're just going to go ahead and roll these until we finished with all of the dough here. All right, so after all of the balls are done, what you're going to do is you're actually going to stick them in the freezer for approximately 15 minutes, and that's basically just to help firm them up a bit and help them kind of stick together. After that, you want to make sure that you store it in the refrigerator in an airtight container, because just remember, you're using natural peanut butter and all natural ingredients, so you want to make sure that you're keeping them refrigerated to help from spoiling. All right, so these have been sitting in the freezer. Let's go ahead and see what they look like inside. I just want to show you guys how amazing these look. These turned out absolutely amazing. The inside is super fudgy, as you can see, and it's got a very nice velvety texture. This recipe is actually great for a post-workout snack, and it's also perfect if you want to get a little bit of extra protein in your diet and you're in the mood for something sweet. Now, if you guys tried this recipe, please let me know in the comments below what you think, and if you have any questions, definitely put them in there as well. Please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share this video with family and friends. I will go ahead and put a link of where you can get Superwell's cacao powder. And again, thank you so much, and I will see you guys next time.